What's up? What's up, you guys? We live. What's up, you guys? We live. Oops. Oops. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, hold on. All right, let's get it. Oh, I gotta connect my phone real quick. All right. What's going on, guys? We're gonna make some plays. Hopefully, there are some plays to make. Are we in there? What's up with this joint? All right, here we go. All right, we're there. We there. We there. What's up? What's up? Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's see what's up. First pick, first play of the day. We go to the optimizer. I already made a bunch of, I wouldn't say a bunch. I made a couple plays on prize picks already. So if you are looking for prize picks slips, um, I think this is over already, the Anthony Edwards taco. But I have CJ McCollum over 5 points and Derek White over 3.5 points. I put this in my Discord and on Twitter. So if you guys are on one of those two platforms, you can get the link to those. If any of these plays are not available, I have made another play. Um, Derek Queen, 23.5 PRAs. That might still be there. It might not because Zion Williamson news just came out that he's not going to be playing for a while. But the Kirk Cousins play is still up, I know, and the Jeremiah Fears might still be there too. So I got those plays off of the Sharp Money tool. Kirk Cousins is still here. Um, the liquidity in here is just ridiculous for his over 192 passing yards. Uh, so that makes this like a no-brainer. I don't know if the Jeremiah Fears play is still up. It might not be anymore. Jared McCain, yeah. George Pickens, over 25.5 yards. So there's some plays on here we can make. The liquidity is one of the main factors that I look at when I'm making my picks. Um, so plays that are like down here, I'm not too, I wouldn't say confident, but those are like last minute plays that like if you need one more pick for like your six man flex, you can pick one of these plays down here. This play is actually a pretty good play because the odds that these other books are offering are in the 130s. And putting this in pretty much any dabble slip besides a two-man, you're going to be getting a better payout versus these books. So that's the positive EV side of these plays, is that the odds that you're getting are better than odds that you get on pretty much any other book that's offering this line. So we might make this Jeremiah or this Jared McCain play. He's been balling lately. So we can make another dabble or prize pick slip. I already have these guys in here, but we can make one anyways. I'll probably throw them in here with a six man. Let's see. We can go with Kurt. If you guys want to throw a taco in there, actually, let me see what the taco's looking like. The Kirk Cousins play, I like it a lot. So I wouldn't mind doing the Kirk Cousins play. They are playing the Seahawks though, so the Seahawks have a pretty solid defense. But we can throw it in there, even though I'm already in, just in case that play doesn't work. I don't usually put the same play in two different slips, but it's not like the worst thing in the world because you could also double dip basically. Oh, they actually bumped his passing yards to 198. Jeez, that's a big gap. So you could, I mean, I wouldn't say it's still profitable, or you should still take it if you really are like digging for a play. I think the taco right now is goalie saves. So we'll do this one right now, the goalie saves discount, and then we'll look at sharp money for our other plays. We got Tyler Seguin. Um, so if you're new and you're not understanding the sharp money, basically this shows you where the sharp bettors are putting their money. And the only reason why they would do something like this is because they can't get that much money down on a recreational book or one of the sharp books. So books like Pinnacle and Bet 105, they're only letting you bet 250 on Pinnacle, and on Bet 105 you can only bet $125 max. So these people want to put more than that down. So this guy right here put $823 down, that he's going to go under this line, and they're also putting it at basically minus 124. So they're pretty confident in this play, and by putting this in a six-man, even in a three-man slip, you're still getting a little bit of a positive EV because you're getting better than minus 124 just by like 2 cents. If you put it in a six-man, then you're getting a minus 119. So I'm probably gonna put a six-man slip together just because I have two three leg slips already. So go Tyler Seguin under 1.5 shots on goal. That's an NHL play. Less than 1.5. Oh damn! Watch this be the day that he goes over. All right, let's go. All right, we got Tyler. There's this guy Ruben. Not much to go off of when it comes to uh, under 10, under 9.5. So this play right here, I'll probably take this on sleeper just because there's not that much opportunities on sleeper, and you can just make this a two-man minus 115. So let me go to sleeper real quick and let's look at some promos. Got Jalen Brunson over 27. That's actually a good play. They're playing the Celtics, so it's gonna be a dogfight, but that's usually what happens when you have a dogfight. The stars show up. So we're gonna go. That's not how you spell his name. Ruben. These guys' names is crazy. Under 9.5 rebounds. I don't think this payout is or less actually. Under 9.5. There you go. So there's our two-man for sleeper. The last time we put sleeper as our first pick of the day, we cashed it. So um, here's our sleeper play. I don't know why we keep ending up with sleeper plays. Yesterday I made a four-man sleeper play with like a whole bunch of I think all the odds were like minus 180 or worse. So they were like pretty like it was like minus 260, minus 180, and we didn't even cash it. So there's not like these plays, I'm not gonna take these plays. The EV is bad. You're not getting a good payout. So the optimizer is not showing anything good. We do have this play, so here's the play that we made. Let me share this. Copy the link. This is going to go on my Discord, and I'll also post this on Twitter. There you go. And let's hit up Twitter. Sleeper discount, or actually sleeper boost. All right, back to business. I'm just gonna throw it on Dabble because that's one of the only books that I do on my phone only. All right, let's go back to prize picks. Let me just do prize picks. We're on making a prize pick slip. So that Kirk Cousins play is long gone, so I'm not going to focus on that. If you got in there early, that's good. You got to like, I wouldn't say a discount, but you got lucky on that one. Tyler Show under 21.5. The liquidity is there, minus 1K. The fact that those books aren't offering this line at all I guess they think that is not a play that's profitable for them. You do have minus 124 on DraftKings, so putting it on a six man, I could do that. Under 21 and a half passing completions. So this slip is not going to cash if it hits until much later, until Sunday basically. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit, but it's kind of nice to see a bunch of green, and then you're just waiting for that one pick. We got the Ruben already. Caleb Wilson. So these odds right here, minus 110, minus 125, it's not, this isn't a play that I'm going to go after based off of these odds. Somebody put $536 down at plus 130, so it could be a play, and these books just might be off or not really paying attention to these plays at the moment. So, I mean, you can still put it in a six man. You're still getting better payouts than most books. But FanDuel's doing minus 110, which means that they think it's probably not going to happen. He's probably going to go under. So the amount of liquidity that's in here is not something that I'm confident about. So I'm not going to put it in my pick. Got RJ Harvey under 53 and a half rushing yards against the Raiders. That's not good either. But they are offering, I mean, they're saying it's a 58% chance of hitting. These books aren't offering it. Underdog has it at 47 and a half, so that's a big gap. RJ Harvey, why is it so low against the Raiders? This guy could get 53 yards rushing in like one play. Taking anybody's under against the Raiders is like, he had not, well, that was like way back in the day when J.K. Dobbins was still playing. We'll get into underdog, yes, sir. Um, yeah, we could take it. RJ Harvey, we got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to just finish it off and just do a three man, you can pick any one of these two with this discount. I can only put $5 on a taco, so I'm more inclined to do a six pick flex. I can get a better payout versus just $30. So I'm gonna try to do a six man with this. Julian Champagne under 19 and a half. Oh yeah, let's go, baby. Under 19. We got to be quick because this looks like a play that's not going to stand for too long. Under 19 and a half PRAs. If you don't see anything pop up here, Mitchell Robinson, 128, 135, over 3.5 points. Let's look at the optimizer one more time. Chris Olave, under 69. That plays right there. We got Bilal. Oh yeah, I like this play right here. Over 7.5 points or rebounds, assists for Bilal. Hopefully it's still here. All right, here's a six man. Six pick flex, $5. I'm locking it. Okay, I'm gonna post this in the chat for y'all. With the taco. All right. Let's go to. I'm gonna share this with my phone. Prize picks. So here's the play. Let me post this in my Discord real quick. Six pick flex. I did the other taco. I did the Anthony Edwards taco as a three man, but let's go. All right, so there it is. We got Tyler Show under 1.5. Sengun, I mean, under 1.5 shots on goal. Bilal over 7.5. rebounds and assists, basically because of the odds that these books have this at. They're like that just looking at their odds alone, it's in the red, so it could be a play that you look at and be like, I'm not going to take it because it's in the red, but you kind of have to do a little bit more digging because you could find out that these books have this way down here as far as favorites to hit. So that's the play. RJ Harvey under 53 and a half rushing yards. I'm kind of surprised that that's up here, but they're giving it a 58% chance of hitting. BetMGM has their line at 42 and a half, so we're getting a whole extra like 9 yards or 11 yards of wiggle room. Same with Underdog Fantasy. So Prize Picks is just a little off compared to these other books. They have the same. They have the well, this is 42 and this is 47, so we're getting a discount on both books. I didn't feel like taking this play just because I don't really take these books seriously. BetMGM, it's not the sharpest of books, but so I didn't really take them seriously either. So here's the play. Basically, I think I messed up that Julian Champagne play actually. Champagne. It was supposed to be 19 and a half, and by the time I locked it in, it put it at 19. So hopefully he gets like 18 and not 19, then we don't push it. 19 is still better than these books. So, I didn't see that change. I think my phone automatically, or it like automatically accepts the changes, which is stupid. So, all right, let's move on. Underdog fantasies next. Okay, Ruben play, we already got it. We already in there, so I'm not gonna take that again. Um, the liquidity's there. If you do want to take the Ruben play, you can. Under 10 and a half points. We got it at under 9 and a half points on Sleeper. Let's go to the optimizer. This is all football. There's not much basketball. I could just switch to NBA if you guys want to play for today. Let's see if there's anything on negative. All right, let's see. For basketball, AJ Mitchell under 20 PRAs. This play is really only good on a 6-pick flex. Um, I'm not really liking any of these plays. Zach 80 over 27 and a half. This could be a potential play. We might have to come back to underdog. I'm not really feeling any of this stuff right now. Nothing's showing up on the sharp money. Worth taking. Let's see what else. Dabble. We'll come back to underdog. Jared McCain over 13 and a half points. I could take a look at that. We got the under 1.5 shots on goal. Let's see. Dang, there's like no nothing. You really have to dig deep. Cam Whitmore over 13 points. I got this play already on Onyx odds at 10 and a half points. So hopefully that cashes. But 13, and it's not like my most favorite. I'm paying attention more to the Pinnacle odds versus these other books. If you want a dabble play, we can just throw in together real quick. I wouldn't put that much money on it just because all these plays are in the red, so you're really digging deep. Paul George under 2.5 threes. Yeah. So here's my first pick, Pavel Durov. What in the world, bro? This is crazy work. Over 2.5 shots on goal. He had 0 last game. These plays are like, we could take a look at this play. Under 3.5 assists. Ugh. Connor McDavid. This is gonna be a full hockey play. Do they have hockey? I think there's an NHL boost on Underdog actually. Oh no. FIFA and tennis only. Right? Yeah. So let's keep looking. We're on Dabble. Jared McCain. over 13.5 points. He only had 5 points last game. What the? All right, we got 2 plays. So we're on Dabble right now. We can do Cam Whitmore over 13 points if you want. They got 13.5 favored. 13.5. They're not as confident in their 13.5 line. So you can go somewhere else like Connor McDavid over 2.5 shots on goal. I picked this guy just because these odds are way up there. Pinnacle's odds are minus 142, so you could take that play. If you don't want to take a play that's in the red, you don't. It's okay. Um, yeah, let me see what else is on here. It's really like stale. Stale. Paul George. I'm not really feeling the Paul George play. We could do Connor McDavid. I'm okay with Connor. Over 2.5 shots on goal. So this is just that's terrible. I don't know if I'm gonna make this play. There's like no plays right now. VJ Edgecombe. This is crazy. Let's go full DFS mode and see what's up. Dang. There's not that much stuff to play right now. George Pickens, Harrison Barnes. Just looking at the odds alone would steer me away from these plays. Let's look at some straights. We got Caleb Wilson over 10.5 rebounds. Someone got 1.2K at minus 200. Wow. There's no plays. This is crazy. Are there basketball games today? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games. There's 6 games and no plays. This is ridiculous. Let's see. Underdog fantasy. I want to put an underdog play together. All right, so we can just go down this list. Andre Drummond under 12.5. Not a big fan of these plays. 167 passing yards. So his line was like 150 and he got 149 last game. And now he's playing the Tennessee Titans. So watch him go over. Everyone's going to fade him because of last game, and then he's going to like have 200 something passing yards. A lot of these plays aren't until like later in the week. There's really like nothing, no confidence in any of these plays. It's either just a stale day or it's too early. Yeah. Harrison Barnes over 12.5 points. I might just do a 3-man just because there's not that much value on here. On underdog. We got Harrison Barnes over 12.5 points so far, just based off of the odds that these books have. It's not the best. It's better on a 6-pick flex. George Pickens, like this is $310. Did somebody put 4K on minus 115? But that doesn't make it a profitable play on underdog. Who do I get? All right, let's see. We could just take some of these plays right here. Cam Ward under 188 passing yards. I can get with that. What the fuck? They changed it. Now it's 178. So that Cam Ward play is gone. 176 even. This is insane. Stuart Skinner. There's only one book offering. I need at least 3. I need to know that my plays are. Did we pick him already? I think he's in our 6-pick flex. Yeah. We got under 19 PRAs, which was supposed to be 19 and a half, but I didn't pay attention and yeah, anyways. We can go, I mean, that's not there. Shadur Sanders, we could fade him. Then they're 159, so everything's getting adjusted. Let's see, AJ Mitchell under 20.5, 19.5. They got this at minus, there's like no plays, bro, no plays. Sadiq Bey under 3.5 first quarter points. That's 2 picks, guys. We got 2 picks. Let's just look for another one for today. Should we do the AJ Mitchell play? Under 20.5 PRAs. Let's see. This is insane. These plays are not good on a 3-man. Let's see what we can find. Darcy Cooper over. We can get with this one. Over 21.5 saves. Can we find 2 more picks? Keyshawn George over 14.5 points. This one doesn't look too. So on a 6-pick flex, it's good. Basically on any other slip, look for something else. Zach 80 over 27.5. I'll probably put like $2, $5 on this one. Because this is like digging in concrete. George Pickens. Should we take this Ruben play? Are we confident in this Ruben play? Maybe he'll get 10. Under 10.5 points. How many picks is this? Is this 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we have our 6-man. It's pretty ridiculous. Here's some plays that are popping up. But who would we take out now? Now it's a matter of like who are we taking out? I think I might just stick with what we have. The plays are like not the greatest, but they are still profitable to the sharper books. Minus 116 versus minus 125, so it's still a good play. Some of these guys just popped up, but they're not till Friday. So if you're looking for a play that's going to be done and over with today, this is what we have. Let me lock this in. I'm gonna use some bonus funds for this one. Make sure it's a 6-pick flex, and I will share the link in the chat. On Underdog, I'm more likely to do 6-pick flexes because of the difference in odds that we get. Compared to a 3-man. So books like Dabble, if I show you real quick, books like Dabble and Prize Picks and DraftKings, the 3-mans and the most optimal slip type that they have, the odds are not that far off. Like a 5-man non-insured on Dabble is minus 121 odds, and a 3-man is minus 122. So it's not that big of a difference for me to be like, I'm just gonna stick with the optimal slip type. Same with Prize Picks. The gap between a 6-pick flex and a 3-man power is only like 3 cents. And if you get 4 out of 5, or if you get 5 out of 6, you just double your money. Versus on Underdog, you get 2.5. So that's why this minus 116 is so much larger or so much bigger of a gap compared to the 3-man. So 6-pick flexes on Underdog are like clearly the slip type to go to for that book. We got a play here on sleeper we can take. Dylan Harper over 5.5 assists rebounds. Full DFS mode. That Ruben play is here. They got it at 10.5 now. So we kind of like, is that the play we took? Oh, rebounds. This is points. I see. Ah. So we took his rebounds earlier. Under 9.5 rebounds. You could take his points on sleeper. Oh, I think, did I take the wrong one actually? Oh, shit. The sleeper play is wrong. Oops. It's too late now. Um, I took this play already on underdog, so it's fine. I'm in there. But if you want a sleeper play, you can take Ruben under his 10.5 points with any of the promos that they have on there, and you're pretty much set to go on sleeper. Josh Hart over 4.5 assists, minus 135. So I might take this. I'm taking this right now on an offshore book. Bless you. Um, Here we go. If you have offshore books, this Josh Hart play right here is good. It's showing up as rebet, but on rebet prop city you have to parlay any any play that you make on the same game parlay prop builder. So this is a play you want to make on an offshore book. Oh shit, where's it? So hopefully this is still here. We got Josh Hart over 4.5 assists at minus 135. I'll share this in my Discord as well. Boston. That's gonna be a good game. New York and Boston. Josh Hart over 4.5 assists. Yes, sir. All right. As soon as it goes through, I will share this image. I'll share the image with you. And I gotta add this to my tracker. It's just a bit. Oh, there it goes. All right, we in there. All right, so I'm tracking it, and here is the picture. The picture. This is going on my Discord, and I'll put this. Yeah, pretty much just my Discord. This is gonna go to a sharp money play. Sharp money. At minus 130. It says minus 136, but it's the same thing. All right, so we're in there. 20 bucks. So if you're not on a prop builder, um, let me just go to my sharp plays. My straight up sharps are just plays that you can make on offshore books. Um, is it coming up? Actually, it's not going to come up on here because go back. Is it gone already? Damn, it's gone already. That was fast. Let me see. Let me refresh. Come on, bro. It might be gone already. Assist for Josh Hart. It's still there. So it's not popping up on here anymore for some reason, but you guys had seen it. Or was I on the straight up sharp ones? Anyways, let's move on. We got Buddy Healed. Right now we're just going through straight plays. Because there's not much DFS. I'm not seeing a lot of DFS value. So this play right here is Buddy Healed under 8.5 points. That's crazy. When's this game? This game is today. Under 8.5 points. All right, so they got this at minus 113. It's still pretty good. It's still you can call it an arb to here. So we're gonna go with this play. They changed it. All right, so the odds are no longer favorable, so we're not making that play actually. AJ Mitchell Under 13.5. We can make this play. It's the same game. Oh no, those odds are also changed. Minus 142. Then these plays are changing fast. Now it's hard to get plays on here. Alex Condon under 7.5. So if somebody put 1K on his under to hit, and his under is favored. So we're getting a good price on prop builder. So I'm going to make this play on prop builder as well. This is NCAA basketball rebounds for the Duke game. Alex Condon under 7.5 rebounds for 15 bucks. All right, I'm sharing this on here too as soon as it goes through. It already went through. That was fast. All right, so now we're just making a bunch of straight plays. So if you want to be a profitable sports bettor, parlays are good. They're nice and everything, but if you can get yourself an offshore book or a one of those sweepstake books where you can make straight plays, like if you're in states that don't allow it. I'm not sure how California is going to be right now. I just got another email for Sports Zeno. So now Sports Zeno is following along with being banned in California. It's kind of whack. So I don't know how it's going to go. We're really going to have to rely on these offshores for our betting, and then the DFS app. So I mean, we still have the DFS app, so I'm not sure how long that's going to last with the DFS books. I mean, if you're wondering if it's going to be legal in California soon, sports betting, we're going the opposite direction. The fact that they're getting rid of all the sweepstake books in California now just show that we're not getting anywhere close to legalizing sports betting in Cali. So if you want to take this seriously, I think a move to a legal state would be your best bet. But like I was saying, like the books like Prize Picks and Underdog, you can make a lot of money on here just because they're fixed payouts and they're easy to beat. But the straight plays, you can arbitrage bet. So we can go to the arbitrage tool too. And you can look for plays on here. So right now, if I look this up, we got Alex. We just got this play. Right? We just picked the under. I think we just did this play. So this is an arbitrage bet showing up. And we're getting this at minus 116 on the under. And the other books that are offering this play, aside from I don't really pay attention too much to the DFS apps because they're just fixed payouts, so it's going to be the same no matter what. But this one is not a fixed payout sleeper. It's not a sharp book. It's pretty off, but their odds are like way up there. So we're not getting too much data from here. So we got to go to the sharp money tool, and the sharp money tool is showing minus 130. Minus 110, they're not a sharp book, so I'm not sure why they have it at minus 110. So, but we're following the sharp money. Draymond Green under 4.5 assists. His overs is up there. All right, where are we at? We're still looking at sharp plays. Who's this guy? How many units do you put on these sharp money straight plays? I usually put like 1 unit on the sharp plays. I have my bankroll set at 2,000, just to keep it low. It depends on how much money you have in your account. I usually stick to like 1 or 2. This thing gives you your recommended bet size. I think it's following the Kelly criterion. So for a $2,000 bankroll, they're telling me to put $15 on this play right here based off of the amount of action that's being put on this bet and the odds that the other books are showing. So we got it at minus 116, minus 117, while all these other books are offering it at minus 130. So it's not a lot of books, honestly. It's just FanDuel because these are basically the same. So we put $15 on it out of a $2,000 bankroll. And then like down here. So they're going based off of the basically the EV. So based off of the EV and the amount of money that they put in there, they're saying just $5 on this play. There's two ways that you can go about it. You can either follow this and the Kelly criterion and just follow it. Um, it's a proven strategy to become a profitable sports bettor. So depending on your EV percentage is what they tell you to bet. So it could be a play. Oh, this is an EV. There's more plays. So like here, right? Because the EV is 3.6%, they're telling me to put $25 down. But the odds are minus 130. And then you got to bet like this one, um, minus 149. So this is a good play too right here. 5.6% EV. We're looking at it according to the other books, going on the unders. So they have this heavily favored, like ridiculously heavily favored. I'm not sure. It says a minus 60 or a 63% chance of hitting. So you could take this play. They're saying $40. So if you're not comfortable putting $40 down, one strategy you can do is just unit size depending on the no vig odds. So if the no vig odds is between like plus money and minus 110, then you just do like one unit. And then if the no vig odds are minus 120 to minus 130, you could do like 2 units or unit and a half. And anything above 130 and higher, you could do 3 units. So that would be like $30 if your unit size is $10. So for this play, you could put like $30 down. Um, I have a parlay with Dairy Queen to go over 23 and a half PRA. So this would be like going against myself, but it is a pretty solid play. So I might just take this anyways as kind of like a hedge. It's still possible that I could hit both. He could have like 20 points, 3 rebounds, or 10 rebounds, and then like 2 assists. I'm not sure how this dude plays. He's a center. So I'm actually gonna take this play. Straight off of the EV. So this doesn't have anything to do with sharp money. So this is completely different. Sharp money is when somebody puts a lot of money into a play based off of whatever information that they're getting. No one's gonna put Nobody's gonna put, $1,200 down on one single play if they don't think it has if they're just blindly betting. So we got assist for the Pelicans game. Derek Queen under. So the odds changed to 157. So I could still take this play. It's still a positive EV play. Actually, it's not. They took it off. All right. I was too slow. If I would have got that at 149, I would have done it. You can get this on. We could try to get this on here actually. Let me see. NBA. If it's minus 153 on here, I will take it. Derek Queen at minus 153. So they're telling me to put $35. I'm gonna do 25. All right. So we got the Derek Queen play off of the positive EV tool. If I do win this bet, I'm gonna be upset that I only bet 25 instead of 35. But the reason why I only did 25 is because I only have $432 in this account, and I don't want to have to take money out of one account and put it into this account if I end up going through this one, because that's just a recipe for getting limited sooner. When you're taking money out, they look at your account, they review your account, they see you're beating their lines 70% of the time, and that's what happened to me on Bet Online. I was killing Bet Online. Like I had no limits on Bet Online, and then I was arbitrage betting. All my money was in Bet Online. I had nothing in Novig or ProfitX, so I had no choice if I wanted to keep arbitrage betting. And this is actually a positive EV play. Positive EV. I think I have the link on here. All right. And this play is profitable because all of these books are offering worse lines. Mainly the two sharp books have this at 160 or worse. So we're actually getting the best odds on here besides Jackpot Bet, which I don't think a lot of people have Jackpot Bet. All right, so there we are. We in there. Let me throw this on my Discord. Onyx odds. All right, so we're just hitting up a bunch of straights at the moment. So yeah, you can either go by unit size depending on the no vig odds. So minus 130, you could say $30. Minus 126, you could say, $25. But here you see Dairy Queen, it says minus 167, but it's only saying 30 bucks. And that's because of the EV percentage. So your unit size is based off of the EV percentage for the Kelly criterion. Whereas you could also do unit sizes depending on the odds. So, because sometimes you'll have a book where it's telling you to bet like $50, but the odds are like it's like a negative. It's an underdog play. So, I mean, over the course of the long run, you're gonna hit it, but if you keep losing the underdog plays, your balance gets kind of low, and if you don't feel like dealing with that type of variance, um, then just go with unit sizes depending on the no vig odds. So I might just be done with this stream just because there's really not that much action. The Kirk Cousins play is not there. We got Jonathan Kaminga. This is on underdog. Let's see. This would have to be a six pick play. We already got him. We already got him. No NCAA on. Yeah, so we might call this a stream. Um, Before we end it though, if you guys aren't in my Discord, just go to my profile, go to my link tree, and you can join my Discord here. It's free. If you don't have any of these books like Onyx Odds, my referral links are down here. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So, all right, guys. See ya. Take it easy.